Cox Communications Hearts for Arts is proud to bring you a special feature on the Las Vegas Philharmonic's community outreach programs. The Las Vegas Philharmonic was founded in 1998 and is Southern Nevada's only professional symphony orchestra. Their mission is to perform music that enriches and educates, helping to build a vibrant, culturally rich community. And at the heart of the Philharmonic's mission is their incredible community outreach initiative. Their youth concert series are specialized shows that the orchestra performs annually for 4th and 5th grade students from all over the Clark County School District. This program aims to expose thousands of students from underprivileged schools in the community to the wonder and joy of live classical music. The Las Vegas Philharmonic also annually hosts a Young Artist Concerto competition that is sponsored by Cox Communications. The competition invites young artists ages 18 and under to perform a concerto piece using any instrument from the orchestra. A panel of judges from the Philharmonic then selects 1 or 2 winners each year to perform on stage with the Philharmonic during the Youth Concert Series. In this Cox Communications Hearts for Arts feature, you'll hear from the 2015 winner of the Cox Communications Young Artist Concerto competition, as well as 3 other talented young artists who have won or been recognized by the competition. Stay tuned, that's all coming up in this Cox Communications Hearts for Arts feature.
Our youth concert series is the cornerstone of our orchestra. This is a project that we've been doing for 16 years, and our objective is to bring in Title I schools and to reach out to 4th and 5th graders. We're also planning on expanding this program so that we can reach more students.
The Youth Concert Series is incredibly close to my heart. It's what got me involved in music. So I know the power that these concerts can have on the young adults that come and attend. And I frequently conduct these concerts around the country, and I love doing them. They're specifically designed for the age group that attends this concert, and they're a little shorter. They're about 45 minutes in length. And we try to engage them in a way that is different from the classroom environment, to show that coming to a concert to see live music is something that they can enjoy for the rest of their lives.
The composer decided to use only percussion instruments to capture the character of Ku, and out of respect for that great god, the composer uses 16 different percussion instruments to depict the mighty strength and forceful personality of the king of the Hawaiian gods.
The script is designed to engage their mind in a way that isn't just me just regurgitating information to them, introducing each specific section of the orchestra. Is actually a way, the script is a musical and artistic component of the concert. And I find that really grabs their attention. It's not like they're in the classroom anymore, and they're just, I always think of the Schultz cartoons. Wah, 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 wah. That's what I remember my classroom. A lot of my teachers were like, and I don't want to be like that when they come here. I want them to remember it. And so the script is a crucial component of that. And so I hope, and I think I do, keep their attention by creating a narrative that flows from one piece of music to the next, so that in a way, the script in and of itself is an artistic and musical component.
In Strauss's music, first you'll hear the strings. They play a sweet tune which sets up the story. It's the music's way of saying, once upon a time. Then the French horn plays music that's so sneaky, it feels like it's going to jump right out of the music.
You know, kids are the hardest audience, right? They know when adults aren't being genuine. And I think they are engaged because they're actually quiet and they're listening to what I have to say, and they're listening when they need to listen, and they're engaging when I ask them to engage.
Howling winds. Whistling, howling wind. Now, how about thunder and lightning? When I give you a big cue, you're gonna clap with me. So, and clap! Just one clap. One thunder, it's very impressive, it's just one. But once again, and you gotta be with me. I faked you out, let's try it again.
We're bringing in the Discovery Children's Museum, and we're offering hands-on experiences over there. So the children will leave the concert hall, they will go to the museum and actually have educational experiences that apply to science and math and the music. So we're excited about that pilot.
We are very, very excited to be able to partner with the Philharmonic. It's not a traditional partner for the museum. You wouldn't typically think about Philharmonic partnering with the Children's Museum, but that's what makes it such a great partnership, because we were able to push outside of the box and explore things that we still have in common. We still explore music here, we just do it in a different way. So it allows us to be able to look at the music that's being presented in the shows for the children over at the Smith Center, and bringing them here and connecting that to the experience in the galleries. Right now we're in Young at Art. Young at Art allows them to be able to create a piece of artwork. So they're creating that piece of artwork by paying attention to the tempo in the music. If the tempo is high, then they are painting very quickly. If it's slower or lower, then they're painting very softly. And whatever masterpiece they create, they get to take home with them. So in the science side, we are actually looking at the science of music, how music affects a flame. So we've built an apparatus, it's called a Rubin tube, and it has flames coming all the way out of it. And as the music is played, based on the tempo of the music, the frequency, the pitch of the music, then that flame changes and you see a different wave. So they can actually see the science, the wave of the science of music by looking at that apparatus and studying with that facilitator.
The main goal is that they know that there is an orchestra in their community and it's there for them, that they can feel comfortable walking in this hall and experience something they can't experience anywhere else. That is my main goal. Regardless of their background, their income level, it's to know that music can be an integral part of their lives for the rest of their lives.
Cox Communications Young Artist Concerto Competition has been one of the most fulfilling parts of my job as concertmaster in the Las Vegas Philharmonic. Watching these kids audition, be outside, they're getting all ready, and they come in and they're excited. They're excited because they've worked on a project for so long and this is their moment to shine. This is their Olympics, these kids. And to hear the high level of every single person that is there, including the little ones who maybe aren't ready to win yet, but I know I'm looking at a future winner in the next 4 or 5 years. And when they do win, the ability to get on stage with 75 people behind you is an experience, gives me goosebumps now just thinking about it, because I've done it as a kid, and knowing that feeling, you'll never forget it the rest of your life.
Well, I got to perform with the orchestra one movement of the Wieniawski Concerto No. 2, and I was able to perform with them 10 times, which was awesome. And then I was also able to perform at small gigs at the Thriller Villa for the Las Vegas Philharmonic Guild, as well as the Cox Communications meeting. They invited me to play there, so I was really happy.
As an educator and a teacher and playing the violin, I'm just amazed at the level of these kids today, especially someone like Kelsey, who is so talented and so dedicated, and know at a very young age, 14, 15 years old, to know what they want to do. That's amazing in itself, because it's so rare. Standing up in front of 75 people and then 2,000 people in an audience, it's something that you'll never forget regardless of where you go in life.
I was really ecstatic to be able to perform with professional musicians on stage, as well as some of my music teachers.
My hope for the future with Cox Communications Young Artist Concerto Competition and the Youth Concert Series is that we can inspire the next generation of musicians and music lovers.
Being the winner of the Cox Communications Young Artist Concerto Competition has been so rewarding to me, and I'm just blessed to be able to be a part of this experience.
Okay, let's welcome to the stage Kelsey Au.
My name is Devin Zemke. I've been playing the cello for about 6 years now. I've been studying privately for about 3, and I go to Green Valley High School here in Henderson, Nevada. I was in 5th grade when this happened. I went on a field trip to Ham Hall. I remember we saw the Cox Communications winner that year, and it happened to be an oboist, and I remember him walking on the stage, and he was from the academy. And I remember seeing that and just thinking, I want to do that one day. And so I picked up my instrument and then heard about the competition when I was a sophomore in high school. Well, I heard about it when I was a freshman, but I tried out for it my sophomore year. And that year I won it, and I was thrilled. I couldn't believe I completed the circle, I guess you could call it. I definitely practice about 2 hours every day. When you're practicing, it's such a focused time. You're so caught up in the moment of wanting to be the best you can be for when the big league time comes, when you have to deliver. So it's a lot of pressure, but it's good pressure because it gives you the motivation to get better at your craft. In 2015, I participated in the Cox Communications Young Artists Concerto competition with the Las Vegas Philharmonic. I did not win this year, but I won the 2 years before that, and those 2 years was a phenomenal experience that nobody else in this valley, hardly any people get to experience at such a young level of playing. The fact that we get to play a movement of a concerto with a professional orchestra that's highly respected throughout the state. It's an opportunity that not a lot of other students get to have, and the fact that we were chosen and worked as hard as we could to get to this level is just an honor. Well, it's given me something to shoot for every year, because just the opportunity alone, it gives people the drive to practice, because if you don't win one year, you can win the next year, or maybe 2 years like I did. So it gives us a drive to practice, as well as not only that opportunity, they've given me a lot of connections through this competition, a lot of good exposure that's hired me for future things. And it's just a good way to spread your name if you're looking to seek a professional career in the valley. So if you're a young artist, I definitely recommend it. I could totally picture myself playing with the Philharmonic back in Las Vegas. They're a great organization, and just the things they do for the young artists, I would love to be a part of that as a professional, just to, like I said, complete the full circle.
I've been playing the piano since I was 4. As I grew up, I finally started to find this spark, my passion for piano. As I go on stage, I get happy expressing myself in front of others and standing ovations. So it's just my passion for music and performing has skyrocketed over the years, and I'm gonna major piano. I practice every day, literally. Just so many, it's constantly nonstop. When I just get on the piano, sometimes I lose track of time. And even though I play for 8 hours or more, it still feels like 2 hours or 1. So it's every day, every time. I think piano has the unique qualities that other instruments don't have. And I want to really expose that uniqueness of piano to everyone. It's basically my own orchestra. The keys are my orchestra. I'm conducting the keys. And I play however I want them to, however I want them to sound. And I think that's really amazing with piano. I found out about the Las Vegas Philharmonic 3 years ago because a friend of mine entered here and she was one of the winners. So that got me interested, and here I am now. I had 3 months to learn a new piece, and I picked the Gershwin Concerto. And I worked so hard in 3 months, like so many hours. And when I first got on stage in front of the judges, I was really excited, actually, because this piece is so fun, jazzy, and I was completely ready too. It made me learn another thing that, you know, music is really to have fun. When you just go on, whether it's audition or competition or just a performance, just know the fact when you get on stage, it's just you, and you just play your heart out. The fact that I was picked as one of the winners, and my mom, when she heard the news, she was really happy. Being part of the Cox Communications Young Artist Concerto competition has been an amazing experience.
I'm Erica, and I'm 15, and I've been playing violin for 11 years. When I was little, I had a babysitter, and I wanted to be just like her, and she played the violin, so I decided that I wanted to start taking violin lessons, and I begged my parents, and now that I have my own love for violin, I'm so glad I did it, and I hope that I'll be able to make a career out of it. I practice about 6 hours every day, and I take a lesson every week with my teacher, Miss Deanne Latorna. She's actually the concertmaster of the Las Vegas Philharmonic, and I've been practicing every day since I was 4, so it's just part of my life. I'm so passionate about music, and I'm so passionate about performing. I think it's the most amazing thing in the world to be able to play classical music and music that really has stood the test of time, and I feel very lucky that I get to be a musician, and I just want to be able to perform every single day of my life. I've been able to be involved with the Cox Communications Young Artist Concerto competition for 2 seasons now, and it's just been such a blessing for me. I've been able to compete and be able to solo with the Las Vegas Philharmonic. I've learned so much, and I think the competition is just such great motivation to work hard and to give it that extra effort, and has really helped me become a better musician. And it's also just a really humbling and great experience to be able to go and see these little 4th and 5th graders be able to go and listen to the Las Vegas Philharmonic and listen to a great professional orchestra. And you can tell that, you know, even if every single student doesn't end up picking up a violin on their way out, all of them leave with a newfound love and appreciation for classical music. And I think that's really what's going to help it just do great in the next generation and thrive. I'm a dreamer, so I like to dream big, and I hope I can be the next great big violin soloist, and I'm working hard, so hopefully that happens. The Las Vegas Philharmonic, they're so amazing, and being able to go and listen to their concerts. Every time I leave, I always go home and end up practicing even though it's midnight, and I feel so inspired, and I love the Las Vegas Philharmonic, and I'm very grateful for it.
Thank you for watching this Hearts for Arts special feature on the Las Vegas Philharmonic's community outreach programs. Brought to you by Cox Communications, connecting you to your community.